Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Rome Total War. Last week, we dealt the final blow to defeat one of the three Roman families, the Julii. The Julii were the Roman family that were my top priority, simply because from turn 7 of this campaign, there have been ships showing up on our shores full of half-stack to full-stack Julii armies. And if we're gonna succeed as Spain, we need safety. We need to not be invaded constantly by Roman armies. So my top priority was knock the Julii out of the game. And we did that with, some minor casualties, but our economy's looking great. Nothing went horribly wrong. We lost a general or two here and there, but we're basically strong in Italy. And so let's talk about the next phase of our grand plan for conquering the Romans. And that is to move on immediately south. As soon as we can. This is a little bit ambitious because Rome is very well guarded, but I want to sack Rome. I want to do it soon. Before I even bother dealing with the Gauls, taking Segesta off of the rebels, I want to get my army repaired and back to full strength, send it south, defeat SPQR's armies in the field, and sack Rome. And once we've sacked Rome, why not take the rest of Italy and Sicily? See if we can knock out the Scipii from the game, hopefully slow the spread of the Brudii plague, which I'm sure is spreading all over Greece and Macedonia as we speak. And my goal is, as quickly as possible, build another fortress, like we did with Spain, where we killed all of the enemies on the peninsula, establish one big army in the north, guarding the mountains. I want to do the same thing here. Take Mediolanum and Patavium, put one army up here to guard the north, gain naval dominance of the sea, hold on to my new acquisitions permanently. That's the strategy. Now let's actually do it. First things first, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. There are two buildings which I need to demolish. And those two buildings are the sacred circles of Epona in Carthago Nova and Asturica. I built these early on in the game because I was curious about their strange path on the building browser where they can go up to level 5 apparently and train +5 bonus experience to troops. But I heard some feedback in the comments that this particular building can cause the game to crash and be unfixable late in the game. So I'm heeding that advice. I'm just gonna get rid of this now. We're gonna build more shrines to Isis because we love that bonus to law and also the ability to train and retrain bull warriors. Super useful, so we're going to do that in both Asturica and Carthago Nova. Now, another thing that is a advantage that I didn't know about until recently, thank you to the comments pointing this out, I always thought that public order bonus due to happiness and law had basically the same effect. But I've learned recently that public order bonus due to law actually decreases the amount that you lose each turn from corruption, which has become kind of a problem so far. So it happens to be that the religious building I'm building all over the empire will help with the amount of money I'm losing to corruption. So thank you again to the people who pointed that out in the comments. I never do that. Another thing, while we're doing a little bit of cleaning up the empire, I've been meaning to do this for a while. I want to get some repairs for this fleet and build some more large ships in Carthago Nova. Not that I think I'll need them imminently, I just don't want to find that I need these fleets and don't have them. I'm going to go ahead and build up some more boats. I think that will be very helpful. Also, we lost a general in Italy. I'm very sorry. I know people don't like when I lose generals, and I do lose them at a pretty high rate. So, this is a genuine apology. But I'm going to replenish the supply of generals. Don't worry. So, let's take one young general. How are you? He's not so great. He's okay. How's this general? Much better. +1 morale, plus command, plus influence. He's 23. He's a pretty good general, Gregory of Rodi. And we're going to send him with... Let's take Rubicon, the faction heir. He has a huge cavalry unit, which is just very useful. And he's okay. He has some pretty bad traits. He has, hugely superstitious, but it's offset by reverent and untouched by fear. We need to get rid of this Cackling Crone, though. So we're going to give Cackling Crone to Luco, our faction leader, since he's kind of done with his fighting days. And let's give a famous warrior to Lucon, since he'll be fighting. I'll give any useful retinue over. Not Floozy, like Beastmaster, Civilized Slave, and we'll leave the Floozy and the Cackling Crone to give Luco, our faction leader, an interesting end of his days in Spain. Alright, let's take Lucon and any useful units we want to bring. We'll take this unit of cavalry, and we'll take a couple units of slingers, and 1 unit of round shield cavalry, and we will bring them over on a fleet to Italy. We'll train up some more troops to assist in case they're needed outside of Osca, in case we're attacked by the Gauls. Let's take a unit of bull warriors. We can ignore all these announcements. This is just the retinue moving around that we just did. And then let's get a ship assigned. Okay, perfect. We have a ship assigned to escorting these generals to Italy. We'll get another boat just to make sure it's nice and safe. We don't want to lose this fleet. All right. On the Carthaginian front, some people are recommending that I turn my attention next to taking Carthaginian cities. And I see the merit of that. These are good cities to have as Spain. They're relatively unproblematic. Carthage would be great to sack because it's a nice big city. However, I'm currently making a lot of money trading with Carthaginian cities. Alma, its trade is on the up and up, especially though Cordoba. Cordoba makes 2,200 trade per turn, mostly trading with Tingi here, the Carthaginian port. Since we're not at war with them, I kind of want to keep it that way. So, for the moment, while we have other enemies, we will not attack Carthage. Instead, I want to deal with the Romans. So, I believe this we can look at the dock of this city and see that Carolus has been taken by the Scipii. So that might be a good target for taking off the Scipii, and then obviously Sicily would be great. And then we want to consolidate mainland Italy, knock out as many Roman factions as possible this early in the game, and that will make me very happy. I think we can go ahead and end the turn. We are working on the Sacred Circle of Isis in Arretium, so we'll be able to repair up the bull warriors that have been damaged. And in a couple of turns, once the reinforcements arrive, we'll be able to march south and attack the SPQR. Alright, let's check out our announcements. So we profited 9,183 denarii last turn because I believe this is from sacking Ariminum. So we didn't actually, we're not making that much every turn, but it was a good turn for us for sure. We finished up that first level of Shrine to Isis in several cities. We'll keep working on that. Same thing in Ariminum. We want to get that public order due to law up as quickly as we can in Ariminum and also be able to train some bull warriors eventually. We had an earthquake which killed 5,000 people. Oh my goodness, 5,000 civilians out of 18,000 died in Cordoba this turn, so ouch. Okay, that hurts, but we will deal with that. Let's join up these boats and begin retraining them. And let's make sure that this isn't a really good general who we should send to Italy. Ooh, he's pretty good. But he's easy to bribe. We'll keep him in Spain. Even though he's very talented, I just don't want to get bribed by a Roman faction. We'll use him later. Maybe we'll send him north to Osca to assist if we ever need to defend against any Gauls. But I haven't seen a Gallic army in a while, except for this little one that's attacking Segesta. They're not really around, so I'm feeling pretty confident about the Gaul situation. Let's join up this army here and join up with this fleet. This will save a turn, and next turn they can start moving towards Italy. And let's check on the state of Italy. It's okay. Let's build some more long shield cavalry in both of these cities because we want to be as strong as possible when we take on the SPQR armies. If you don't know, SPQR usually has 2 or 3 full stack armies just sitting outside their city. So if you want to take Rome, you have to fight them all, usually. So we need not only a strong army, but several strong armies so we can reinforce between battles. So that's why I'm kind of going to over-prepare for this battle. Let's go ahead and end the turn and get a little closer to the action. Still no invasion from Gaul, which I'm happy about personally. Next turn we can retrain these bull warriors in Arretium. Let's check out our announcements. We lost 4,000 denarii that turn. Unfortunately, we are the most advanced faction, so that's nice. And we got a new general, came of age. He looks, honestly, pretty good. Let's send him to Osca as well. We want a lot of generals over there. They're not really super necessary in the rest of our cities. We want to have good heavy cavalry in the north in case we need them. This navy has been retrained, so let's get it back out into sea just in case it's needed to fight off any invading armies. Hopefully these Carthaginians are just going to pick up their army and leave, so I'm going to kind of give them some space, just in case. Please leave if you'd like. Let's make sure our reconnaissance boats are spaced nicely. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn, and next turn we can retrain our lovely bull warriors. Alright, so we'll take our army with the generals, move them a little closer to Italy, and surprisingly, Massilia also has no army in it. Let's check these cities. No army in Mediolanum. Small little army in Patavium. So I'm not sure where all the Gaul troops are. Maybe they're off fighting wars, but they're not nearby. So I'm happy about that. Oh. Okay, Gaul just made an alliance with the Brudii. It's a little concerning. I would rather they were fighting, but okay. That's alright. We can keep building up our religious buildings that we're building everywhere. And in Arretium, we can finally retrain these bull warriors, which is lovely. We'll build one more unit of long shield cavalry since I think we will need it. And let's build a tavern for the public order bonus. We will build that last level of Circle of Isis in Ariminum as well. Xanthi of Bilbilus will increase the rate of population growth. We got another cackling crone with Rubicon. This guy just attracts cackling crones, sadly. Okay, oh well. Let's check out the end of turn report. We profited 2,486 denarii that turn. I'm very happy with that. This army didn't get picked up yet, so it is still just hanging out. Still no invading fleets, so I'm okay with that. I believe we can go ahead and end the turn. Not much is going on. This is a bit of the calm before the storm. Zigor of Castulo looks like a pretty decent general. He's publicly loyal. He'll be harder to bribe. He's only 27. We'll take him. Send him. Big surprise up to Oscar. Congratulations to the newlyweds. We lost 5,500 denarii that turn. Interesting. Not entirely sure why. We did spend 4,000 on construction. And we did retrain all the bull warriors, so that would be it. Let's see what's in these fleets here. Not much. I'm going to go ahead and begin building a few boats on this side of Italy. This feels a little premature, but just in case a huge Brudii army shows up on a single bireme, I want to be able to defeat them easily, because I don't want to get invaded by the Brudii right now. We are a little bit closer with this fleet. I know it's probably a little controversial that I let the Gauls take Segesta here, but I just don't really need it right now. I don't want to overextend and just be fighting more battles and more surrounded by enemies, so they can have it. It's okay. Ooh, we have a faction destroyed. We're going to take bets on what that faction would be. I think the Seleucid's already gone. I'm thinking Dacia? Or I think Macedonia's already gone. Maybe Greece. Ooh, Armenia. Ooh, devastating. Not much to comment on with the end of turn report. Lost 300 denarii, but we're stable. We built a tavern in Ariminum. Let's get the Bardic Circle placed. And Gaul is also allied with the SPQR. Okay. Losers. Let's see. Have we arrived? Okay. Our generals have arrived. So, let's kind of put together a bit of an army here. We have Rubicon, who will be our general, I think. He's a little bit crazy, but if we get rid of the Cackling Crone, give that to Gregory of Rodi, I think we'll be okay. I almost want to use Gregory for the general, but it's okay. So we have these two generals. Let's take a good amount of bow warriors. And we want a lot of cavalry for this battle. Okay, what have we got here? That's a decent army. Let's take some slingers, since this will be a battle in the open field. That'll be useful. And then the rest of this army, I want to kind of... I really wish Arretium was not angry right now. They might riot, we'll say that, for a little bit. Let's build up some more long shield cavalry in Arretium. And what can we do as far as troops? Okay, we're gonna, for now, park our troops in Arretium, just so they don't riot next turn. And we're gonna march south and hopefully have a fight with one Roman SPQR army. That's what I'm hoping for. One decisive, victorious battle, and we will lick our wounds after that. But let's make sure we're not missing anything devastating. Looks like not much is happening. We've got one Gallic army, which we'll need to keep an eye on. Let's send our diplomat over and just keep an eye. And I believe we are good to end this turn. We'll build something in Osca. Sure. Let's build a shipwright. It's very useful to have. We want to be able to build those large boats. Fantastic. The Gauls have offered us a ceasefire. We desperately want a ceasefire. I don't want to give them that much money. But we can give them trade rights and map information and maybe 2,500 denarii. How about that? Yeah, they don't want it. We might not get a ceasefire with them. I'm not going to beg them for it because it'll just make them angry. They'll probably ask again, though. So I'm just glad I didn't lose a bunch of money there, because ceasefires, they don't mean that much. If they don't mean it, they can just attack you the next turn. And then why did you spend all that money on a ceasefire? So I'm okay with waiting. I think I can handle one attack from the Gauls at this point. They don't have that many troops. Yeah, they have a few more troops, but I mean, they're riding Mediolanum, so. Alright, let's march slowly south and see what we see. We'll park on this river. I would love a river battle, because if they march up to us on a river, we can just bottleneck them at a river crossing and kill them all. What do we have here? Decent army of pretty strong infantry, so this will be no joke when we do fight them. I'm kind of considering adding some more heavy infantry instead of all these horses, because they have a lot of Triarii in this army. 1, 2, 3, at least 3 units, probably more. Oh, okay. And they have a legionary cohort, which means that the Marian reforms have already happened, which means all of these armies are going to start being very heavily, very, very much better. Legionary cohorts everywhere. We are about to have very hard times if we don't knock out the Romans right now. So I'm glad we're about to attack Rome itself before they have too many troops. But dealing with the Brutii and the Scipii is going to be really hard. So, okay, let's see how this goes. We're going to continue building boats in Ariminum because we might have to sink a fleet. Let's send this navy down for a little bit of like reconnaissance. I don't see any more armies, so that's good. There's a full stack Brutii army here, or Scipii army. But they're not moving in quite yet, so we should be okay. Oh. I'm tempted to start war with Carthage over this. They have 2 units of elephants and a lot of troops in this fleet here. I'm going to basically blockade Alma because I don't want them landing no matter what. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to just try it. If I can block them out of landing, this is worth it. I don't know if this works. If they bring those elephants ashore, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know what? Let's build a boat here. We might have to send some reinforcements if they decide to attack us at Palma. We'll grab a couple generals, a couple units of Scutarii, and some naked fanatics, and head down to the port. We might have to do this. Please don't attack. This should be enough for you not to attack, right? We'll have to see. Okay, let's end the turn. Hopefully the SPQR army just attacks us here. Thank you so much. I love you. Right. Lentulus Maxentius is the leader of this. He's their faction leader. So he's good. He's a great administrator, but he's not a very good general. So this army will be a decent challenge, but not that bad. The main issue is all these Triarii units, so we'll just have to see how this goes. But we have the defender's advantage on a river, so I think we're okay. Alright, so we don't have the advantage of a bridge to defend. We're going to have to kind of fight them across this river. So let's identify where the main crossing points are. I believe this is the primary crossing point that they're going to try and move across. So we're going to block this off with 3 units of bull warriors, supported by the general for morale, 2 units of Balearic slingers for damage and morale debuffs. And let's see what this leaves us with. We could have 2 units for each of the other crossing points. I kind of feel the need to leave more units here, so let's commit 2 additional units of bull warriors here. And we'll have 1 unit of bull warriors at each of the other crossing points. Where's this crossing point? There's one over here. There. Are you a crossing point? No. Are there just 2 crossing points? Maybe. That's good. So we'll have the second unit over here supporting the warriors over here, with 1 general who I don't think has a morale bonus, but he'll be there. And we'll leave some cavalry here as well. And this cavalry is here in case we're attacked here, and also in case we want to attack on the flank. Maybe one more unit here. And then we'll have this cavalry here in case I'm misjudging the fact that there's not a crossing point here. We want them available. And then also if we need to cross across the river and just chase down some fleeing enemies, we'll have them on reserve. Let's make sure all of our bull warriors have fire at will enabled. And we want to make sure our slingers have skirmish mode disabled because we don't need that. All right, let's start the battle and pause and see what they're trying to do. Okay, so I think they're committing heavily to this crossing point, which is good. Here's what we're going to do. Put bull warriors as close as possible. Right here and right here. We want this kind of a V shape because we want them to push in and just barely have a foothold on the land before getting pushed back into the water, which is just horrible for their morale. It means we get a lot of javelin hits in, they feel surrounded. It's a bad time for them. So this is the positioning we're going to go for, and we want the general nice and close to provide a little bit of comfort blanket and that bonus of morale kind of aura. We're going to bring the slingers over here as quickly as possible because we want them to just fire across at anyone and shoot into the sides of the Romans. And I'm going to be really meta here. I'm going to look at which side they're holding their shields on. Their left. So if we fire from their right, we will do extra damage. And this is a fact. This is not like me being weird and trying to be historically accurate. This is an actual thing in the game. If you fire from the side that does not have a shield, you will do more damage. So we're going to do that. Let's line up here. That looks great. And that'll do a lot of damage from the sides. Okay. Now, this cavalry, we're going to have 2 units stay on retainer over here in case we need them. We'll have these 2 units kind of just sit here because just having soldiers nearby provides bonus morale to soldiers. So these bull warriors are less likely to break if they feel comfortable in knowing that their flank is guarded. And for that reason, we're also going to take a few of these units of cavalry and do the same thing. Just right here. And I'm tempted to send some bull warriors back to reinforce. But we're going to try it without doing that. Let's just make everyone run, except you. You don't need to run. You should run. You should run. And hopefully everyone gets into position nice and quickly. Alright, yeah, they're not going for any other landing points, so let's send the bull warriors from over here to reinforce in case they're needed. And we're going to keep this nice and slow because this is going to get quick very, very quickly. Alright. They're firing. And they should start throwing javelins as well here. And they've sent their Velites skirmishers in first. They're going to take a ton of damage from javelins and from slingers, and they're not going to be doing well. So hopefully they'll break quickly. Once these bull warriors have fired all of their javelins, we'll send them in, kind of seal the hammer and anvil. Yeah, attack. How's morale? Very good. And theirs is not great. Let's go ahead and send this cavalry just across the river. Just over here. Because they will be able to smash into the side at some point and cause a massive break. So, how's morale? It's strong. Their general's right at the front, so there will be a limited number of breaks here. Let's move these cavalry in so we don't have our soldiers feeling encircled. Everyone's still eager. And how are we doing on missiles? Let's see if they're actually firing. Yeah, they're actually firing into the side here, so they're just doing a lot of damage. Okay, what's going on up here? So this is quite the fight happening over here. Our cavalry has reached the other side of the river, so they could just smash into the rear now. And I think that might be a good idea. What's back here? There's not a general back here, so I think they can safely handle it. Let's first just reach there to kind of intimidate. Let's commit our strongest unit of bull warriors to the actual fighting, and these ones as well. And then that is all of our bull warriors. Everyone is committed to the battle right now. Let's check on morale here. We're losing troops rapidly, but morale is good. Shaken, okay. This unit is shaken. So we're going to use our general's rally troops ability. If we can kill this general right here, which we should be able to do very quickly, everything's going to get a lot better. Their morale is just going to plummet. So we used our rally troops ability. We're back to steady. Hopefully this helps a little. We're going to commit these long shield cavalry here just to push back, deal a little extra damage, and hopefully reassure these units that are feeling nervous. Are these units walking? No walking. Please run. Alright, let's check on the morale. We're back to steady. How are these units doing? They're eager for now, but if they overextend, they won't be. So you first see if you can cause a break on these Equites. Can we do another rally troops? No. Alright, let's check on morale. Steady. We have one unit of cavalry that's shaken. Wavering, please don't break. We might have made a mistake here by committing this cavalry. I just wanted to help with morale, but let's bring cavalry over here to reassure them that they're not surrounded. We have a break over here, so we can cause a break of our own if we just last a couple more seconds. Rally troops. Oh no, we're losing troops already. Okay, we need this cavalry right now, or we're gonna lose the battle. I might commit my general just because I don't want to have a general rout happening here. This one unit of long shield cavalry is such a problem. Okay. You guys run. This cavalry we will also bring up on the double. This is just a question of which army breaks first here. Steady. Shaken. Okay. Let's get this cavalry in, and let's charge this cavalry into the rear here. We just need a break here. Shaken. Need this cavalry to last. Alright, come on. You're okay. Just checking up on morale. Okay, now that we have a few breaks, I think the morale is improving a little bit. This is a very tricky battle. It could go gloriously well right here, or very badly if we get some more breaks. We need the enemy general to die. That's the main thing. Let's commit this cavalry here. How many people are left in this general's unit? A lot. But we haven't lost a general of our own, so that's good. What's going on here? Fortunately, this is... The general's kind of pushed his way around our troops, so they feel surrounded, I think. Our general will kind of reinforce a little bit. And hopefully we can just cause a rout here with this pincer attack. Come on. Okay, I don't think we have a break yet. Enemy general fallen, one of them. How have they not broken? This is wild. Alright, we're going to use rally troops again, just so we don't lose any more cavalry that are shaken. We're going to charge in here and attack. I know I might lose my general here. I'm so sorry. But we just need to do a little bit of damage. Let's pull him out. Enemy general fallen. Is there a general rout happening yet? Not quite, shockingly. Okay, kind of. We need to not lose any of our units, though. This is just how crazy very hard difficulty is. This block of troops here is surrounded on both sides by hundreds of cavalry. They have routing units among them, but they're just not breaking at the moment. We need this unit of Equites to break. Okay, we have another break here. Maybe if we can charge in here, we can cause a nice little break. How are we doing on morale? Decent. Decent. I think it's good that we haven't lost our general yet, so I hope that doesn't happen now, but... I mean, this is going fairly well. We're so close to just a massive rout. Okay, half of the units have routed now, more than half. The enemy general's fallen. The whole army's gonna rout now. Okay. I think we can just execute the whole army now. We've killed 3 enemy generals. Just get in there, everyone. Just kill them all. I'm doing this because it makes them turn and actually stab the person, instead of just kind of staring at them. Let's look at this just wall of troops getting killed. It's a slaughter. Absolutely devastating. So we've actually killed almost the entire army, but I'm just going to farm them for a little bit of experience because it's helpful. And pretty soon here, we can just end the battle. We're doing more damage to our own troops at this point than anything. Alright, I think we can go ahead and call it. Let's end the battle. Oh, if you quit now, you will lose this battle. I'm not doing that. There's some unit that has it broken. I almost lost the battle over that. Ooh. There's probably some unit hiding over here. Alright, we'll just kill them all. Let's tell the slingers not to fire anymore, just so we don't lose a general or something crazy. Okay. End the battle. Let's see how we did. The cries of dying enemies are sweet music to our warriors. So we lost about 1,000 troops. We killed several thousand, like almost 3,000 troops, and we killed 2 or 3 generals. Now here's the problem. We have another army attacking with no reinforcements, and we don't have an opportunity to combine our troops. So we just have to fight this and hope. Luckily, they didn't bring a general, so that's good. But yeah, I'm a little concerned with all these weakened units. We have the same battle now, but just look how much weaker we are. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, same general idea. We're going to have the strongest units of bull warriors in the front. Luckily, they do get more missiles, so we're not completely lost. And we still have all of our slingers. That was very useful. I'm thinking we do the same strategy with the cavalry, except just focus even more so on it. Just run across and immediately hit them in the rear. So let's start the battle. There's not much else to do. Let's be pretty particular about how we set them up. So the front unit will be the strongest one, and the 2 next strongest ones will be the 2 wings. Then the 2 next strongest ones will reinforce right behind there, and then we'll reinforce the wings with these weaker units. We will do the same positioning with the slingers. Here and here. And let's make sure everyone is sprinting, everyone has fire at will enabled. And let's get our general nice and close to the action. We'll try not to use him so we don't lose him, but we want him to be involved. And let's pull our cavalry close to the river, but not quite in the river. Because we want them to fully commit to this crossing before we cross ourselves. I think they're going to do that thing that they sometimes do where they form this massive column before crossing the river. That's what it looks like they're doing. Which is a very weird choice always. Oh, they have their Roman archers. That's what they're doing. Okay. We're going to cross because they are trying to use all their Roman archers to weaken us before the battle, which we don't want. I think that's what's happening here. Slingers are firing, so that's cool. Do some damage. Let's see. But their archers are going to start firing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell these slingers not to fire at will. They're going to specifically fire at these archers because we want them to lose as many archers as possible before they start firing. I do not want to be taking damage from these archers. They are gnarly. But we're knocking them out very quickly. The bull warriors are all in place, so that's good. Are they even firing yet? No, they're not firing yet. No, they are doing the column thing, which just will not work. But whatever, pop off, have fun. Because what's going to happen is they have this really strong, their best units right here, and it's going to get hit by 700 javelins, and then it's going to break. And the rest of their troops are going to have to run through their dying comrades. And that's not good for morale. So they're going to break, and the next unit will break, and then we'll hit them in the rear with cavalry, and this will be all over. So, not their best plan, especially since they don't have good morale, but go for it. We will check on our troops, make sure they're actually doing well, but yeah, they're doing fairly well. Unfortunately, we killed all of the units that had broken, so now they are no longer providing the morale debuff that they were providing. But we're going to kill the general here. Once this general dies, they will have issues with morale, but our troops are still pretty eager, so yeah, it's not going super well for them. How's morale in our troops? Good. Let's pause and kind of commit the troops properly. All of them charge in. Let's actually specifically tell these two to attack the Principes, and the rest of them will attack the most forward unit. And then can all this cavalry handle this one unit of Triarii? I don't know. I don't really want to find out. Let's back up a little because Triarii is nasty against cavalry. Okay, pause. Let's check on morale. Everyone's doing well. We have a break here, which is fantastic. Okay, can we zoom in a little bit? How's morale here? So wavering. Yeah, they're not doing very well. So this main army is nearly broken. Yep, they're breaking. So now we'll charge our general in to clean up the rest of them. And let's just keep our cavalry moving. They don't need to fight Triarii. There's no reason for it. We're going to send the bull warriors across the river to go kill the Triarii. And our general will clean up all of the rest of the army. Okay, how much have we killed of the enemy? 86%. So actually, I think the battle is over. We will end the battle because they should all despawn. And we only lost 91 troops in that fight. So that actually was perfect. That's why we fight across rivers. And now Rome is, I believe, undefended. So, let's see how far these guys can reach. Yeah. Alright, what we're going to do is any unit that's weakened, we're just not going to bring. So let's take these units and besiege Rome. And we'll take all of our reinforced units, merge them in, And we want some bull warriors. Do we have more bull warriors that can reach? Perfect. These bull warriors, and we can repair up a couple more units and have a full stack, full force army. This is why we brought reinforcements. So, we want to retrain as many troops as possible. Let's bring some over to Arimino. Oh, they can't quite reach. It's a shame. Can you reach? No. Okay. We will build up. We'll repair these troops. That was not my finest moment, but it's fine. Let's build some troops here. We just want to be able to defend against the Gauls if they attack. Can we recruit anyone? No. Okay. We'll be okay. We should have Rome sacked next turn, so everything is going to be great. Alright, I never even had a chance to take a look at the announcements, so let's see. End of turn report, we lost 1,300 denarii. Whatever, all good. And the Brudii are allied with Thrace. Okay, all good. Let's make sure there's nothing pressing that we need to do. You know what, there's a little fleet here with some troops, so let's see if we can't sink them. No. We'll get them later. We'll attack this one. We just want to start dominating the Brudii as much as we can. Next turn we'll get them. And over here, were we successful in fighting off this army? Not quite. This fleet is about to land on Palma. So I think we might have to defend Palma, which is just horrifying. I think I'd rather do it in the open field. I don't really know. Let's see if we can dissuade them by just landing this great big army here. Take all of our best troops. What can we fit? And you, and you. Massive army. Please don't attack. This is a request for peace, okay? Just leave me alone. Let's make sure nothing else is going on of note. I don't see any invasion forces. Let's make sure there's no Gauls invading. Nope. Good. And we can go ahead and end the turn and hopefully sack Rome next turn? I don't know. Maybe there's another army that I don't see, but or we might have the Brudii or the Scipii defend. You never know. Alright, let's take a look if either of these ships have an army on them. Nope, unfortunately. I would love to sink an army. But I think we can just take Rome this turn. So that's fun. Let's go through our announcements. Osco, we got a shipwright. We'll build a Bardic Circle. And let's build some more cavalry here. Just in case we get attacked. I want to be prepared. Redium, we'll build nothing at the moment. We'll just save our money. Nariminum, we'll build a Bardic Circle because we need that public order up. And where did that Gallic army go? I don't know. And you know what? I don't care. We're going to just retrain these troops that should have been retrained last turn. And we're back up to full strength. So that's good with me. Our old diplomat got a little bit better. Okay. End of turn report. We lost 2,800 denarii that turn. Okay. Yeah, you know, war's expensive. It's all good. Let's see if we can find that fleet that ran away with the diplomat and a couple of troops. We'll just see if we can't sink that. Sinky? No Sinky. I so desperately want this army to just board here and for me to sink the fleet, but you know, it's a pipe dream. Shall we sack Rome? What do you think? Do as the Romans do? Oh, and just 3 units. Gaius Maxentius, the faction leader. He's a gladiatorial fan. Yeah, get one last gladiator show in before you die. This is what happens when you send armies with your little minions, send Julii armies to attack Spain. You underestimate us, and we just come and destroy you. We may not win, we may not conquer the whole map, but we will sack Rome. That's what we were born to do.
Day has dawned. This will be bloody, but we didn't come here to run at the sight of blood. I think we can...
I don't know if this will be that bloody for us, but hey, it's possible. Nice of you to just kind of be nice on the Romans, give them the benefit of the doubt. Alright, let's just use all of our siege towers immediately. We can just kind of fight them because, you know, this is not going to be very hard. Can you go over there? And can you go there? And can you go there? And all of them, we will enable fire at will. Just, you know, get a few kills on these archers while we can. Let's see. I don't think these arrows almost ever actually ignite a siege tower, but we'll find out. These ones, the tower ones, definitely do. Probably will. This tower's probably going down. But, you know, I'll watch. We'll see. We still haven't lost any bull warriors, so that's fun. I kind of want to just... Are you burning? Oh, you're almost burning. I want to just bring it nice and close, and then just park it and shoot all their Archer Auxilia. Yeah, just park right there. I know this is stupid. I know I'm going to lose the tower. But I would love to see them just get shot here. Fear me. Oh, they're firing at this one. Interesting. Inadvisable, but brave. See, they're actually firing at the unit here. That's smart. They're taking solid damage, though. I mean, they're getting shot at point blank. I'm going to speed this up. I just want to see how much damage they take. Because now this tower won't be ignited, because it's not going to get shot anymore by fire arrows. Oh, they've actually lost a lot of archers. If we had just pulled all of the towers up right here, we probably would have killed the whole unit. For future reference. Alright, we've used almost all of our arrows. Yeah, we'll actually attack the wall now. And this unit should be almost ready to breach the walls. Let's slow it down a tad to double game speed instead of triple. Oh, actually, yeah, we already have taken the walls. So let's go kill these archers and sack Rome. Oh, fantastic.
Our warriors have driven the enemy from his own walls. The way to victory is open.
This is going to be brutal. The Archer Auxilia actually are a little bit better at fighting hand-to-hand combat than the traditional Roman archers, but only a little bit. They're going to get slaughtered by bull warriors. Oh, look at that. They're just pushing them off the wall. Absolutely brutal. Big ouchies. Big ouchies. Somehow they haven't broken. Very proud of this Archer Auxilia. I wish I could train this unit so badly. They have long range arrows. They do... Can I pause it and see? They do 8 missile attack with long range arrows, and they're decent at hand-to-hand combat. Oh, a dream. This is my favorite part of the Marian Reforms army. Better than the Legionaries, in my opinion. They're just... It's like having mercenary crossbows, or the Italian mercenary crossbows in Medieval 2. Just wins you the campaign. Alright guys, can we just finish them off? Thank you. Wonderful. And what do we have left? We have, I think, a unit of Triarii and the faction leader. So there will be one big battle at the center of the city just to kill the faction leader. Let's start marching in these bull warriors with the general. And what's the route we're going to take to the city center? We have to go this way? That's usually the way. There, and around. And such a mess. This way, this way, this way. City center that way. Maybe this route. So let's go ahead and... Do we need to get this tower? No, I don't think it'll reach, but we'll do it anyways just to make sure. We don't want to take any arrows from the towers. And yeah, all those Archer Auxilia are gone. Very sorry. Okay, let's regroup over here. And I'm going to speed things up a little bit because they take so long to use the towers, so this will take a while. I'm also going to use these slingers in this battle if possible, so I'm bringing them in. Okay, I believe most of the army is inside the walls, so let's push up a little bit to here. We want to get a little closer, and then we'll set up a little attacking force over here. Let's slow down our general because I don't want him to get involved in this fight all on his own. It's just so fast. Yeah, walk. Walk, good. And on the city center, we have this scary unit of cavalry. And what were you? Astadi or Principes? It looks like Astadi to me. So, yeah. Not much of a defense of Rome itself, surprisingly. Hopefully they kind of will... The other remaining Romans will kind of fall apart once I take Rome. I expect the Brudii are going to be a pain because I think they've really expanded, but Scipii hopefully will be kind of weakened once I take Rome. Alright, let's push up first with our strongest bull warriors, and let's get our general right here for the morale bonus in case we get charged. Come on, guys. Push forward. And then we can bring our slingers up. And our slingers we're going to put on disable fire at will for now. Okay, looks like we've enticed the Hastati. We can go ahead and fire that Hastati, and let's push this infantry right up here. We'll get our general a little closer as well. And you know what? This unit, you can just stand in the fight, because you're going to be fine. You will outdo Hastati easily. And there will also be some slinger shots coming in on this unit of Hastati very quickly. Yeah, they feel like they have an advantage here. They really don't. Okay, now this unit is a little bit outnumbered because the cavalry showed up. So let's get everyone who's not a slinger or the general to run up and attack. And then we want the general getting super close for morale. Hopefully this unit does not break. I'm going to keep a close eye on that. And I'm going to use the proper hotkey. I'm going to hit F when I need it. Shaken. Let's use it now before it hits wavering. Oh, they went the wrong way. This unit of Bull Warriors is kind of screwed. No, don't get caught up in this fight, General. If I lose this General, it's not my fault. I told him not to do this. Guys, don't get mad at me. Can you guys please attack? Not the General. General, get out. Okay, we're gonna lose this General, but he's old. This is Rubicon. He's like 50 something, so don't get mad at me. Alright, we're gonna lose this unit. They're wavering. It's possible. Okay, General, just run. Just get out of here. Run over there. Run. Go. You're such an idiot. You deserve to die. Please don't die. Alright, I'm just gonna babysit this one unit. Come on. Okay, this unit of Bull Warriors did break. Hopefully, the rest of the army can deal with this unit of Hastati. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep the general alive if possible, and I'm going to move all of my long shield cavalry in to kill this general. Because this is just how you have to play sometimes. When your general feels like being an idiot, he's just going to sit here and get hit, isn't he? Yes. My general died. Okay, you know what? I tried. I tried my best. Let's move on to the plaza here. You know, I should have known that we would have issues fighting for Rome itself. I didn't think we'd have this many issues, but our general has fallen. Alright. These bull warriors are shaken, shockingly. Let's get our slingers back here. For some reason, there's just this issue where they're not wanting to climb onto the actual plaza in this city. Call it a, I don't know, a buff for the Romans. Alright, we're gonna finish off this unit of Hastati. We're actually just gonna have the whole army break. This is a wee bit frustrating. Okay, we have taken the plaza. Can we just get these 4 units over here to not break? While the 1,000 cavalry march in to kill the general. Maybe we could just take the city center on time. I don't know. We're going to tell these units not to skirmish because they will act like idiots and run the wrong direction if they do. And then we're going to defend them with bull warriors. We need to not break for a couple of seconds. And then everything will be all better, guys. I promise. Alright, we outnumber them 1,000,000 to 1. Okay. Please don't break. Just, yeah, throw javelins in. That's great. Javelin's great. They do damage. And then, you know what? Throw more javelins. We liked the javelins. Okay. Just attack. That's good. I think we got this now. Finally. Nearly dead. You know, we did lose a general, but we are about to wipe out a second Roman faction in like 2 parts, so I mean, how upset can you be? Okay, we took way too many casualties, but we did it. I'm so excited to see the little smoke. Ooh, look at that. 19,000 denarii from looting. Fantastic. I love this. Alright, we have no religious buildings here because it's Rome and they never train religious buildings. So we're going to go ahead and build Isis, Shrine to Isis. We're going to retrain our long shield cavalry and get some more long shield cavalry. Hopefully we don't immediately get attacked by the Brudii. I mean the Scipii. I keep saying Brudii. I'm sorry. Alright, we're going to march out our weaker units of bull warriors. Let's rebuild these units a little bit. And we'll take the weakest units out of the city. We'll send in some full strength units from Arretium. 1 more. And then we'll send this over here for retraining. Just in case we're immediately attacked. Okay. Oh, there's so many Scipii here. I'm so scared of that. But where's that little notification? Faction destroyed, SPQR. Oh, I love to see that. My favorite sound in the world. So we lost our factioner. We have a new factioner, Xanti of Bibulus, who I have always liked. I believe deeply in Xanti of Bibulus as a leader, and he's now our factioner. I'm very happy about that. Who is our new faction leader? That's my question. Oh, it's still this old fart. Right here. And the Carthaginians are landing here now? Seriously? I'm going to build a diplomat and see if I can't bribe this army, because I don't want to fight them. This is not worth it to me. But if I have to, I will. Alright. I believe that's an excellent place to end this part. I'm proud of taking 3 Roman cities, knocking out 2 factions in like 6 hours of gameplay. This is, I think, impressive as Spain. And now we have our eyes set on our next targets. I'm thinking Capua. We need to defeat these armies, knock out Capua, and then take Sicily, take Tarentum and Croton, just knock out as many big cities as we can, so they're left with these little kind of crappy Aquincum type cities and can't, you know, build these huge legionary armies. So that's the plan. We're going to give one last look over the whole empire, make sure we're not missing some crazy attack from someone. I don't see it though. I think we're safe. We still have this army looming here, but we still have some troops training in Osca, so all is safe in the world. We've knocked out another Roman faction. Come on. Alright, thank you so much for watching. This video is going up on Wednesday at 7 p.m. MST. Next video will be up in 2 days on Friday. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a subscribe, hit the like button, and the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. Next time, Capua? Have a great day. Bye-bye.